Hello and welcome, I'm your host Elizibar. This is Salvagers, the Havok of Blackbane, part 1 of 4. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to know who these characters are before we get into the story, like if I'm supposed to have read previous material. Also, here's the other cover. Pretty cool, huh? But I jumped in reading this, and maybe I'm supposed to have read this text on the left side here, but I don't know. That's not the kind of person I am. I just like to jump into the story. And won't you please lay flat? After the plague contamination on the Veruvian fueling station, the crew is now separated, facing their own demise. In order to survive, each will need to make sacrifices. Enemies will now become allies as Blackbane quickly approaches. Who's Blackbane? I don't know, but we start off with a ship exploding. You ready to see it? Like, I jumped into this and I had no clue what was going on. This dude leaves his ship, he gets over here, he gets on this other ship, and he crash lands. Great, that's person one. Then we get into a plot with these people. Don't have a clue what's going on. I really am just so confused. I don't have a clue who any of these people are, why they're doing any of the things they're doing. That's people group 2. Let's see. Oh yeah, we've got people group 3, these 3 mercenaries over here who are hunting this dude through the woods. And they got these people here, and they're trying to get this ship going. And apparently this dude was like a slaver, and those are his slaves or something. I don't really know. We got these people in orbit who are doing something. I think the ship on the ground is actually like their little shuttlecraft. Not 100% sure. Then we got this guy who I presume this is them? It's not 100% sure, but he sure looks like that guy. So I think so? Question mark? Yeah. And then we got this dude, who's the dude from the beginning, who's got this guy who's come to get him. I didn't have a clue what was going on. I read every word in the word balloons. And frankly, that we're just thrown right in the middle of the story. And I guess I see why. I mean, Salvagers Volume 3. It's right there in the name. But as cool as the art is, I don't know if I can actually say, hey, I'm going to go get issue 2. Like, what's actually happening in the book? I don't know. I don't know. And I'm just kind of left with, you know what? Hold on. You need a visual to demonstrate what I'm left with. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? All right. Here's a sticky notepad. Here's my I'll turn to comics pen. And I'm left with this. There's lots of funny shaped question mark-ish things. I'm trying to draw question marks really fast so they're all turning out badly. But just pretend these squirrels are all question marks. That's how I feel after reading this book. Is I'm like, this looks like it should be really cool. But at no point do we explain who any of these people are. Now, you can get away with that. You can get away with throwing people into the middle of the story. Now, hold on. Let me get an example of doing that. Where's the book I want? Well, Monsters of the Earth would be okay. But no, I want this Timothy Zahn book down here. You can throw people into the middle of the story with characters they don't know. Like, I bought this at the dollar store. It's the last book of a series. By the same token of I'm confused, I should be confused when reading this. But I'm not, because the first couple chapters of the book fill me in on what happened. I learn who the main character is. I learn who some of the people he talks to are. Like, here, opening text. The Philalian facing me was a bit bigger than most of those of his species. Okay, so now Philalians are big and heavy dudes or something? The expression in the face shook me briefly, as the hand gripping my throat slammed my head. From my right came a muffled gasp. My eyes flicked in that direction. Beta, my companion and partner. So now I already know who a character is. I shifted my attention back to the long filly. Okay, I've learned what slang is. Lagra Imikai. Okay, so that's apparently this filly dude's name. You know, and then we finally learn the makers. Well, Mr. Compton. You can do that in this kind of format. That's not just something that takes prose. That's something that you can do in a comic book. And you don't have to spend multiple pages doing it. I mean, that was what? 4 paragraphs of text? Something like that? And I learned about 3 characters. I learned one of them is like heavy built. I learned that there's a companion named Beta. And then I learned about the main characters named Mr. Compton. Presumably he's human. Here, I have a bunch of people whose names I don't actually know. Like at one point they're talking about Blackbane. And I can only presume, because I don't know better, that when they were talking about Blackbane here, with this group of people, that the Blackbane they're talking about is this guy. Because he's the only character I've really been introduced to up until that point. Is he Blackbane? I don't actually know. I don't know who this guy is. Now, if I flip over to the end... do we actually learn this guy's name? No, not that I see. Was it in the beginning when he was escaping the thing and he was talking to the ship? Avery transferred memory into Marin ship. Security bridge close. I'm able to connect wirelessly. Figured out. I'm releasing the ship. Oh no! Apparently here it is. Power. It was here on this page. This guy's name is William H. Roenick. Okay, I totally missed that. I don't even remember that. Of course, that doesn't mean his nickname's not Blackbane or something. I have no context for who these people are. Which means I probably shouldn't have backed this project, because it sounds like I'm bad-mouthing it, and it's not. I'm approaching this from a place of, I don't actually know what was going on in this, who these people were, or anything like that. And it is a failing of the story that I don't know who these people are by the time I'm done reading issue 1. I should at least have a vague working idea of who some of these people are. Like, who are these 3 dudes with this ship that are doing stuff? Why are they here? I don't really know. I don't really know. Really nice art, though. I enjoyed the art immensely, even if the writing left me wondering just who it is that I'm looking at. Oh yeah, and there's that one point. They live in like a really nasty universe. Like, we're introduced here, like this purple lady with dreads. Sorry, you couldn't see that. Like, they're going to sell her as a slave. Like, who is she? Why are they selling her as a slave? Where'd they come from? Am I supposed to just understand that she's from this fueling station, or what? God, I hate this. I'm about to say something that I hate. Marvel's done this thing where they put like a recap on the front page. Your little 1-paragraph recap that's over here. You could have put people's pictures there and their name next to them. And like a 1-sentence explanation of what they were doing. God, I can't believe I'm suggesting that, because I actually hate it. Like in a Marvel book when I see that kind of stuff. But I think in this case it makes sense. Or you can put it in like the back matter at the end. Isn't this getting like a real release? Yeah, in stores. I didn't see it in my store. I remember when this came out. I didn't see it in my store. So maybe this is something like, if I wanted to get into this, I'd need to start with volume 1 to get into it. And that's a shame, because I usually do enjoy just jumping right into the middle of a story. My bookshelf over there kind of attests to that. I've got like a random story from like Terminator Salvation. I've got that Timothy Zahn book that's the last of the series. I have Monsters of the Earth, which is like in the middle of a Roman alternate history world type thing. Like, I don't know anything about those settings, but I learned very quickly about who they were, what was going on. I don't think that this was, I think, written and aimed entirely at people who already knew who these characters were. And I wasn't part of that market. So, it is what it is. If you do know who these characters are, let me know. But I'm just kind of left wondering what exactly was going on in this book. No, that's not the right phrase. I'm left wondering who was going on in this book. That's a dumb phrase. Just forget I said that. Really nice art. I really, really want to like the book, but I just can't. It's definitely made for people who already know what's going on. And I'm going to stop belaboring the point. You all have a great day. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Seriously, I was really hoping that I'd be able to say, this book's really good, and I just went and backed the Kickstarter for the second one, because the second one's Kickstarter is going right now. And I don't think I can do that, because I don't think I'm going to go back it, because I'm left with more, like, just wondering, like, will I ever learn who these people are? Will I ever? Boy, this one is way poofier than that one. Same paper stock, it looks like. That's weird. I'll see you all next time.